Yo, yo, yo. Can y'all hear me? Y'all get in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Appreciate that, Ant. Okay, so the volume definitely working. Oh man, we got some things to talk about, guys. Do me a favor as you guys come on in, as I get everything straight. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't already. Share the channel with the Miami Hurricane, Florida State, Seminole, and the Florida Gator, of course. Today we're here to talk about Miami, man. Miami. I dropped a video earlier, talking about Alonzo Highsmith departing. We also talk about Tim Harris replacement and Matt Merritt. He's coming from USF. If you guys didn't already know. I think most of that stuff been coming out since yesterday. But for those of you that didn't know, Tim Harris went over to USF, not USF, UCF. I'm sorry. He went back to the Gus Malzahn, coaching tree or whatever. He's gonna be their offensive coordinator. So you can't be mad at that. He was Miami's running backs coach. So USF, we're gonna take Matthew Merritt from USF. So. Congratulations to him. I think the running backs coaching position is not that hard to, recruit or, coach up and all that kind of stuff, but it is what it is. It's still a major piece to the coaching staff. And as you guys know, since Mario's been here, some coaches been hit and some been missed. That first year was kind of like a wow, we got this name, wow, we got that name. And then, the next year, half of the coaching staff departed. I mean, we had Charlie Strong as a running backs coach, not running backs, linebackers coach. We even had Kevin Steele down here and, other guys. Jamil Aday, he's moving on. He's going to be the Bills cornerbacks coach, Jamil Aday. Moving on from the Miami Hurricanes, going to become the Buffalo Bills new cornerbacks coach. So, obviously, if you're familiar with Jamil Aday, you'll know that, West Virginia, Georgia, and Miami seems to be those schools that basically put him on the map. At Georgia, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he finished as the number 2 recruiter in the country at Georgia. Also brought them to Keith Smith. Brought him Smith from West Virginia. And when he came to Miami, he was one of the leading recruiters for Akeem Mesidor, which, by the way, was kind of injured this season. So we didn't get to see much of him. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We got to move on. Jamil Aday to the Buffalo Bills, man. That was breaking news like maybe 20 minutes ago. Breaking news. So basically, Jamil Aday is moving on. For those of you guys that are tuning in, I'm going to put the link in the chat. You guys could come on in, give your thoughts and opinions. Also, I kind of want to know, because my mind is kind of blown right now to the fact that I don't know who could possibly be a candidate to replace him at this point in the game, at this part of recruiting and going into almost going into spring practice. Which that's in March, by the way. It's hard, man, because we just signed a class, and most of those kids probably thought that they was going to be coached up by Jamil Aday, who, by the way, had his hands on. I won't give him full credit, but he did have his hands on these guys, so we got to put it under his belt. Cam Kitchen, of course, James Williams, DJ Ivey. Smith, Tariq Stevenson, Smith, I always call him Tariq Stevenson. Smith, he had his hands on these guys, man. So it's gonna be a tough one. We just brought in one of the top safeties in the country too. That's being accredited to his name. and Zaquan Patterson. So a lot of the guys that we brought in, even the class before, Spence, those guys through Jamil Day. How will they feel? Will him leaving for the Buffalo Bills kind of rattle the Miami Hurricanes? Recruits, the ones that did come in through him. Will any of them decide that they might want to explore other places? I know the NCAA give kids 30 days to basically find somewhere else or into the transfer portal if the head coach leaves. But I'm not sure about position coach. I'm not sure what the rule would be on that. But I think I'm gonna be honest. I've seen through a lot of chats and Twitter and a lot of people go back and forth about his recruiting at Miami and what has he done at Miami and this, that, and the third. But I think to me this is a huge loss. I think this is a huge loss. Now, obviously, when stuff like this happen, you kind of want to get right to it. Get who's going to be the next guy. It's kind of like this running back coach situation. We wasn't really, panicking on a running backs coach, but a DB coach that could make or break a team. That could make or break a team. And let's just throw the obvious one out there because we just seen him went to USF to become a Knight. The DVD. He got plenty of ties with Miami. Y'all already know how that goes. Alumni, player, all that good stuff. Coach there, he's very familiar with the university. Would you guys be open to having DVD back at Miami and this time actually on the field coaching, not just in like an analyst position or a recruiting position? Would you guys be open to him coming back and being the DB's coach? Like I said, he just recently got the job up there at USF. So, that would be kind of crazy to take two coaches from USF right away. USF Knights, no. USF Bulls, the Bulls, the teams up there in Tampa, USF, the team up there in Tampa, not UCF. UCF is the Knights. Yeah. So it's kind of tough though, man. These kind of things is kind of tough. You said Miami can't develop if I know a Seminole ain't talking about nothing about no development right now. Y'all Seminoles should sit this one out. Y'all shouldn't talk about nothing about development. Y'all ain't developed nothing. Mike Norvell is the port of God for a reason. He can't develop crap. If you don't believe me, go look at Tate Rodemaker. Yeah. But anyways, any candidates? Does anybody have any candidates for this job? Like I said, the link is in the chat. Who's out there? Who's available? Like I said, I just got this news now, so I haven't really put much thought into it. I'm like, you know what? I haven't done a live in a long time. Let me go talk to you guys. Let me see where your head's at. Who you guys have as a DB coach? Who do you respect as a DB's coach that could take this Miami job? I reported to you guys earlier, Alonzo Highsmith. For those of you who don't know, he did take an NFL job. He took an NFL job. The Patriots. He's going to be working in their front office. So obviously, he was a talent evaluator here at Miami, and of course, you guys have seen, the class and the quality of players we've been getting. I don't contribute everything to him necessarily, but I do believe he plays a major role in that, and I believe pretty much. Some of the guys that you see that fly under the radar that most people don't normally, get or go at or see the potential in, he has that kind of vision. So I do believe that he brought that to Miami. Now, Pope in the building. Shout out to Pope. Yeah, the sinking ship is in Tallahassee with y'all 50,000 stadium. Y'all starting to sound real hard rockish right now. Y'all starting to sound like y'all downgrading your stadium. That's tough. But I see a message. TVD, T-Rob. I think you could throw T-Rob out the window. I don't believe T-Rob would be a good fit here, plain and simple. He had his chance, and he chose to go to Alabama. And not only that, he just signed a hefty contract with Georgia Bulldogs. So if I'm not mistaken, that's a $1.3 million contract he signed with Georgia. So I wouldn't I wouldn't say you would see T Rob at Miami again. I wouldn't say that. DVD possibility, yeah, but I'm not sure what's the relationship like with DVD and Mario. I don't think there's any bad blood. I think with Jamil Day being where he was at, and having the stature and everything like that, I didn't think Mario would necessarily give DVD the job over him when Mario brought in DVD, brought in Jamil Day. Plus, Jamil Day was already proven at West Virginia and at Georgia. So now that the spot is open, I think if DVD wanted to and Mario looked into it and don't find any better candidates, let's just, because Mario's gonna do a search, and I think DVD. I would take DVD. Would you guys not take DVD? Let me know in the chat. Would you guys? As a matter of fact, let me put it in the comment section so you guys could answer some of these questions. So I don't have to keep repeating them. All right, so question is in the chat. You guys can hit up the chat. You know, questions in the chat. You guys can answer that chat question as you come on in and stuff like that. Okay, so I see some names here. What's his name? Wesley McGriff from Auburn. What is he getting paid at Auburn, and what has he done really? Who has he recruited? Any names? Anybody has he put in the league? Who has he developed? If you guys are gonna give me some names, that's great. I appreciate it. But also, what have they done lately? What have they done? What is their resume? We know T Rob has a resume. When he came to Miami, he had put a kid, I forgot the guy's name, from South Carolina that he got drafted in the first round. That was one guy. And then he came to Miami and he got a few guys to commit. And when he went to Alabama, Alabama recruits how Alabama recruits, but I can give him some credit for some of the guys that they've landed at Alabama, and now he's going to be at Georgia. Definitely going to get some recruits there. So who has McGriff? Wesley McGriff. Who has he recruited? Who has he put in the league? What has he done? Canes, yes. Jamil Day is going to the Buffalo Bills. Jamil Aday is going to the Buffalo Bills. Alonzo Highsmith also left. He's going to the Patriots. He's going to be in the front office at the Patriots. Right now, we're trying to figure out who's going to be the new DBs coach. If you guys got any names that you want to throw out there, please do so. But also, kind of want to know where they've been, what they've done. Anybody they've developed, put in the league, that kind of deal. Obviously, Jamil Day, he got his resume. Recruiting wise, number 2 recruiter in the country when he was at Georgia, came down to Miami, did a decent job recruiting, the safety and the DB's position. Definitely think we've improved over the past 2 seasons under him in that position group. Definitely see guys stepped up in their role. Cam Kitchens, of course. Guys like Darrell Porter this past season before he got injured, of course. So obviously, where do we go from here? Now, I kind of wanted to see what he could have done this season with Markeith Williams. I watched him in the bowl game. I thought he was small. Thought he could use a little bit more work. Kind of wanted to see what Jamil could have done with him this season. If he could have turned that guy into a world-class safety, God knows, he probably should not just be a DB's coach, probably should be a coordinator somewhere. But it is what it is. Got Henry Lee in the building. The Florida State fans here to hate. They here to hate. You see how it happened, Florida State fans? Mike Norvell, he could keep his coaching staff together because don't nobody want them. Don't nobody want them. We know they don't develop. We know y'all don't develop nobody. So don't nobody want Mike Norvell coaching staff. Y'all can keep them forever. Y'all can keep giving them raises because ain't nobody want them. Miami always trying to hire a coach that's not even looking for a new job. That's tough. That's tough. I don't think. You know what? Let me be the one to throw it out there. Let me be the one to throw this out there. Mario Cristobal. Why don't you hit up your boy Patrick Surtain? Why don't you hit him up? Why don't you hit up your boy Patrick Surtain? Why don't you hit him up? Whatever them Seminoles are paying, I'm sure we could do better. Whatever. Have him come back down to Miami and recruit his backyard. Ain't that tough? Ain't that tough? Mario, I think that's a move. I think that might be the move. I think that might be the move to make. Go get Patrick Surtain. Not only is you taking him from the Seminoles, you bringing him into his backyard. Recruiting would be a piece of cake. Recruiting would be a piece of cake. Tallahassee wouldn't get nothing from down here when it comes to DBs. They would have to get the leftovers that we don't want, and Florida ain't got nobody, so they would have to get the leftovers that we don't want. What? Mario, go get Patrick Surtain. Go get him. Go take him. Go take him. Man, that's tough. That would be a chess move. Go take Patrick Surtain from Florida State. Mario, go get him. Go get him. This will be a hell of a move. Hell of a move. Man. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. We kind of in the wait-ins to see what Patrick Surtain really can do, because let's just be honest, he hasn't been at Florida State long enough to really do anything, to really, cement himself as a DB's coach that's, top recruiter, top developer kind of guy. We haven't seen much, but it still would be amazing for Mario to do that, especially this far in the game. Recruiting just wrapped up. Florida State lost both all the 5 stars that they thought they were gonna have. They ain't got none. They didn't get none of them. They lost Bolden to Georgia. And go get Patrick Surtain and bring him to Miami. Then they that move right there would be epic. That move would ring all kind of bells through the whole state of Florida. I promise you. Mario Cristobal takes Florida State's DB coach, Patrick Surtain, brings him home right in his backyard. Oh, my God. Y'all tell me that wouldn't be sinister. Tell me that wouldn't be gangster. Somebody please tell me that wouldn't be gangster. Patrick Surtain to the U. We should start ahead. You know what? We should start a hashtag. Hashtag Patrick Surtain to the U. Hashtag Patrick Surtain to the U. Patrick Surtain to the U, man. Y'all start that. Hashtag Patrick Surtain to the U. Somebody put that in the chat. Hashtag Patrick Surtain to the U. Y'all do that. Somebody do that. Somebody do that. Let me pop it on the screen, man. Somebody do that. You say Alabama wants us. What do Alabama want? Alabama don't want y'all. They didn't even want Mike Norvell. That man finessed y'all. That man used Alabama to get more money from you guys. Somebody put it in the chat now. Hashtag Patrick Surtain to the U. That would be epic. That would be epic. Who was the Florida Gators DB's coach? Nah, I don't care about him. I think if Corey Raymond was still available, didn't go over to Louisiana, if Jamal Adams had moved on, while he was still available, that would have been a good move too. That would have been a good move to bring Corey Raymond down to Miami, give him the proper surroundings, give him the proper tools, and he could have recruited better, could have put better talent on the field, could have developed a lot better at Miami than he did at the Gators. That would have been dope. That would have been a dope thing to do. That would have been a dope thing to do. Yeah, there it is. Let me you know what? Let me screenshot this. I gotta screenshot this. I gotta screenshot this. I gotta screenshot this. Patrick Surtain to the U. Get him to the U, baby. Get him to the U. This one gonna piss off them Florida State fans. They gonna be mad. They gonna be big mad. They gonna be big mad. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, man. Oh man, I ain't got no moderators in here. I gotta give out some moderating tools. Let me see. Anybody in here that ain't gonna go crazy and block and delete people? Let me go ahead and give my boy he Ohio State. Let me give my Ohio State man some give him a wrench. Give my dog a wrench. All right, let me hand out some wrench. So some of these comments, you guys can approve them. As long as they ain't talking too crazy, y'all can approve them comments. I see Henry Lee comment. Henry Lee be commenting all kind of crazy crap. Go ahead and show it though. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and screenshot this. Patrick Surtain to the U, baby. There it is. Ah, dang. I ain't even do it. Oh, yeah, I forgot they upgraded the iPhone. My bad, y'all. My bad. They upgraded the iPhone. I'm pressing the wrong buttons to screenshot and all of that. There we go. Screenshot that. Put that on Twitter. They're going to go crazy. DVD back to the U. That could be possible. When you start talking dumb as hell, I'll leave the chat. Bye, Felicia. That would be. Hey, y'all can't tell me that wouldn't be a dope move though for Mario to go snatch Patrick Surtain from Florida State. Y'all can't tell me that wouldn't be a dope move. Y'all can't tell me that wouldn't be a dope move. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and give my boy Max a wrench too. Bam. So Patrick Surtain, man, what y'all think? Y'all let me know y'all honest opinion. What y'all think of Patrick Surtain? Should Mario go snatch him from the Seminoles? What y'all think? And if not Patrick Surtain, if not the other guy from Auburn, you guys mentioned Wesley. I'm gonna check out Wesley. He said Wesley McGriff. That's a dude from Auburn. I'm gonna check him out. See what his resume look like. If not Patrick Surtain, if not DVD or McGriff, then who would be a good candidate? Y'all think? Who would y'all think would be a good candidate? And really, hold on. Put a link in the chat here. Really, the link is in the chat. The link is in the chat, man. The link's in the chat. That's crazy right now. That's definitely delusional. You think so? Can somebody tell me how much is FSU paying Patrick Surtain right now? How much is FSU paying Patrick Surtain? Because I know whatever they paying them, we could pay better. We got more money than they do. It'd be like that. We could swag on them like that. We could brag on them like that. How much is Florida State paying Patrick Surtain? Because it might sound like a joke. Harry Lee, how you left, but you just comment I left? How you left, but you just comment I left? How that make sense? If you left, you wouldn't have been able to comment I left. What? How did you leave? How did you leave? But then you gonna tell me, man. Oh man, Rump. You say Rump? That's another name. That's another name. What is Rump doing right now? I haven't kept up with Rump in a minute. What is Rump doing right now? Who would be a good candidate though? Seriously. Seriously. You said that man don't need money. Nah, that's some bull right there. That's some bull right there. You must think these coaches just want to stay still and get paid the same and not move up, especially money wise too.
Flag on the play. Cap.
Just all like cap. Comments like that. It's like you coming to tell me your job when to give you got an opportunity to get more money, get paid more and all that, but you tell them no because money don't matter. No. What, Mr. Brandon? I want to give you a raise today. No, sir. No. Money don't matter. Yeah. Tell that to somebody. Tell that to an FSU fan. They'll believe anything.
Get some help.
This man said money don't matter. Money don't matter. Patrick Surtain, if that's the case, he'll just work for FSU for free. If money don't matter, he'll just work for FSU for free. Might as well say he'll just work there for free. Money don't matter. That's crazy. I've never heard a fan say that. Money don't matter. Oh man, that man said money don't matter. He already on the staff. I'm not sure what his position. I haven't seen Rump on the field since the Manny days. I don't think I want to go down that road right now. I don't think I want to go down that road right now. I haven't seen him since the Manny days. But I mean, if they give it to him or something like that, or push come to shove and he do end up the coach, I mean, I'm not gonna fight against it. I'm just gonna have to welcome him and just see how it goes. See how it goes. I'll laugh out loud. Y'all slow, man. This is a 10-year NFL vet we talking about. What that mean? What that mean? Deion Sanders was a vet too. Deion Sanders had all kind of money. He didn't have to leave JSU, but he did. He ain't had to go over to Colorado for more money, but he did. He didn't need the money, but he did. What you talking about, man? These guys want to move up. Another thing with coaching, what you don't realize is when you move up and you get paid more, the country sees you more valuable. It is what it is. If he gets a pay raise to go to Miami, a lot of people are going to start looking at him like, what did he do to deserve that? Who has he developed? What has he recruited? He might get some light shined on him that normally didn't, and then people will be like, oh man, I didn't know he did this, he did that, blah, blah, blah. His value goes up. Now the NFL might be looking at him. You know how the NFL do. They look at the guys that work at the University of Miami, and they say, you know what? Those some great coaches. They know how to develop. We're going to get them jobs in the NFL. But then they look at the Florida State and the Gators and like, do we really want to touch them? They don't develop nobody. They're just going to transfer portal. Do we really want to get any of them coaches? They ain't gonna prove nothing. See, if Surtain come to Miami, you won't have to worry about getting transfer portal guys that's already been developed by other people, so he won't get no credit for them. He could come here, recruit. Of course, he'll get some top DBs from the Miami area. Of course, he could use that NFL status. Of course, and yeah. Get some good players down here, develop them, and who knows, go get him an NFL career too, because that's what we do down here in Miami. We get coaches to elevate. They elevate. That's tough. Yeah, but I think Patrick Surtain name. I'm just throwing it out there. Thank you, Seminoles, for coming in here trying to talk trash and just led me right to your coach. I forgot about your coach being well fit in that Miami area. That's crazy though. But two coaches in one day, man. 2 coaches in one day. Alonzo Highsmith and Jamil Day. Jamil Day is gone. They gone. They gone, man. They gone. Them boys gone. Whew. DB coach. We need a new DB coach. We need some new. Let me see. Let me see what they talking about on the boards and all through Twitter. Let me see. What we talking about here? Leaving Miami for the NFL, man. That's crazy. I just dropped a video talking about Alonzo leaving and us getting Matt Merritt as the running backs coach. I ain't thought it was gonna be this quick for another one to leave. You know the one that's gonna really hurt though, and I don't think it's gonna happen this season, but I can see it next season. And I really don't want to say it, but Jason Taylor. I don't think we keep him after this season. And it's not because we don't want him or he ain't good. I think the NFL is going to snatch him too. That's my belief. That's my belief. I think we really got maybe one, and if we could push it, maybe 2 seasons with Jason Taylor. I could see it's like I don't want it, like I said, I don't want it to happen, but I could see it happening. I can see it happening. I'm putting in my crystal ball right now. I ain't gonna wait like the recruiting guys. I ain't gonna wait till the day of the guy committing to put in some crystal balls. I'm gonna put my crystal balls in right now and say that Jason Taylor won't be at Miami after this season. I think this is his last season, to be honest with you. And I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping my crystal ball be wrong. I hope I'm a 0% crystal ball guy. But I don't think he'll be back next year. That's laughable, but it's actually a good question. Damn shame we could get Ed Reed. I haven't seen Ed Reed coached. I haven't seen Ed Reed in the coaching cycles, in the coaching circle, or anything like that since the BC thing, since the Boston College, not Boston College, Bethune-Cookman, since that whole theatrical, whatever you want to call it, that the whole dramatic series that they had up there. I haven't seen or heard too much about him in the coaching circle. So I would say I would probably rule out Ed Reed. I probably wouldn't go that route. Probably entertaining to talk about, but I'll probably say no to that one. Be honest with you. He said, bro, Jason Taylor. He said Taylor ain't going nowhere. The man is already paid. Majority of that's y'all problem. That's y'all problem. Y'all think just because people got money, they don't have, aspirations in life. Y'all think these guys don't want to move up. They just want to sit in one place. Oh, I got money in the bank, so let me just sit here. Everybody wants to get to the top, man. Everybody wants to get to the top. I'm pretty sure if there's a ladder where you could get to the top, as long as you're ambitious and you putting in the work, you're going to want to get to the top. You're not just going to want to get midway up that ladder and say, you know what, I'm just going to chill right here. I'm just going to sit here, and everybody else that come along, I'm just going to, tilt to the side a little bit and let them pass and go on up there. Everybody that, in the coaching world, just like me, start as a position coach. I'm just going to start as a position coach, and I'm going to stay there and watch all these guys become coordinators and head coaches and, run their own programs or possible, NFL franchise. What? In what world does that make sense? That's probably an anomaly. That one or two, you probably find 1 or 2 guys that does that. And they probably just really don't care about all the other stuff. They just want to coach that one position and that's it. But you will barely ever find that in the coaching world. Nobody just wants to sit there and, be at one position their whole entire career. Imagine being a defensive ends coach for 15 years. Nothing more. Just a defensive end. Never, a defensive coordinator, never a co-head coach or an assistant head coach or nothing. Just a DB, just a defensive end or just a safety or a running backs coach your whole 20 years or whatever, however long you decide. That's tough. That's tough. I can't see it happening. You guys talking about these guys got money already. They just want to. No. Patrick Surtain, given the opportunity to go to Miami, get paid more, he would definitely take that. He would definitely take that. I don't care what you Seminoles talking about. You guys live in a delusional world where only thing matters is your team and everybody want to coach for your team and nobody want to leave your team, this, that, and the third. No, it don't work that way. Everybody ain't, Alex Atkins, he's on probation, so he can't leave anyway. He's not even supposed to leave the state of Florida without alerting the NCAA. Better call your PO. Man, that's tough. That's crazy right there. But I see a lot of people saying that they're just throwing out DVDs so far. So far, it's DVD that I've been seeing. It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's another good question too. Like we seen Devontae Brown go up to Florida State. His brother's here. Jamil Day brought him in. So obviously, will we be able to keep him? That's another good question too. Like all this stuff, we're just gonna have to, sit back, relax, and just watch it play out. But obviously, with this happening, a lot of movements and shakeups gonna happen in the coaching world. So Miami is not, no different. We've been seeing it all over the country. When you got good coaches, man, this kind of thing, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. The only thing you can really worry about is who are the candidates out there, who's available and who's willing to come, coach your team, move to your city, all that good stuff. So this stuff will play out. I think we'll probably have a coach before, practice, obviously, before spring practice. Then we'll start seeing the chitter-chatter about which players wants to stay and be coached by that guy and which players wants to leave and which player this coach think fits him that we recruited and who don't and who he wants to bring in maybe through the transfer portal and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of drama. It's going to be a lot of I wouldn't necessarily say drama. I would say it's going to be a lot of news. I would say it's going to be a lot of news coming soon. So obviously, anything I see, I'll let you guys know. I haven't really been active for the past, month. Obviously, been going through my own family issues right now. Got a funeral to attend, that deal. So, it be like that sometimes, man. Life comes at you. It is what it is. But we got to get a new DBs coach, running back coach. Check them off the list. Now we got to get a new DBs coach. Probably next year we'll probably need a new defensive ends coach. Jason Taylor. So it is what it is. Everybody is saying DVD is the easy answer. DVD is the easy answer. That's what everybody is saying. I mean, whatever. You got Patrick Surtain in your top 3 coach. I see. Now they throwing out the Patrick Surtain. You heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first. You know what? Let me go ahead and make my little post. Let me throw that on Twitter. Let me go ahead and throw that on Twitter. Get some of these FSU fans riled up. Let me go ahead and get that FSU fans riled up. Go ahead and get them going crazy. They're going crazy. Them boys losing their mind. Man. So the names we got out there. DVD. Somebody even say Rump. Somebody said Patrick Surtain. Somebody said Wesley McGriff from Auburn. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Any other names out there that you guys want to throw in the pot? That would be a good fit, good recruiter, good coach, good developer, got some kind of history. We don't need no new pup. We need a dog with a little bit of experience. So, y'all let me know what y'all thinking. I'm still trying to see if there's any more names out there that we could possibly look at. Any names out there? And guys, do me a huge favor. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that like button. Check the temperature. Let me put the link in the chat again. You guys could join in on the conversation if you want to. The link is in the chat. Let's see. Shout out to Dan Radical. Dan Radical, he just put out a message to Alonzo Highsmith. Thank you, Alonzo. Been my pleasure working with you. Class act. Wish you the best. Go Canes. Nice and simple. Shout out to Dan Radikovich. That's Miami's AD, athletic director. So for all the fans, man, that was complaining about, Jamil Aday recruiting wise and all that kind of stuff. Now that he's gone, who y'all want? Who y'all want? If y'all watching this back or y'all listen to this back, who do y'all want? Put it in the comment section. Put it in the comment section. Who do y'all want now? Who do y'all want? And a minute ago, Alonzo Highsmith, he tweeted at Xavier Restrepo with eyeballs. Is he trying to bring Xavier Restrepo next season to the Patriots? Is that what he's telling me? Could Xavier Restrepo end up at the Patriots next season? That's what he's telling me? Or could he be looking at him to possibly bring him to the Patriots right now? Could he get Xavier Restrepo from the Canes this season? Could he get him over to the Patriots? He just tweeted at him. He just tweeted, hey, what does that mean? What does that mean? What y'all think it mean? All he did was at Xavier Restrepo with 2 eyeballs. My guy just went to the Patriots now. Keep that in mind. Alonzo Highsmith just went to the Patriots. So him texting at Xavier Restrepo, who knows? Might be trying to bring him to the Patriots. That's crazy. I think he'll probably be a good fit up there too. Oh, man, what a day, what a day. What a day. What a Jamil day. What a day. That's crazy, man. Surtain to the U. Surtain to the U. Make it happen, Mario. Surtain to the U. Surtain to the U. Breaking news, guys. We got some breaking news. Nick Saban, former Alabama head coach Nick Saban is joining ESPN as an analyst. So ESPN, they're bringing on Nick Saban. Saban will work primarily on the set of College Game Day, and he will appear on NFL Draft and SEC Media Day coverage. So Nick Saban will move on from Alabama as a head coach and become an analyst for ESPN. All you Florida State fans, y'all can say what you want now. Obviously, y'all don't like Nick Saban. Y'all don't like Kirk Herbstreit. You don't like ESPN. Well, they all together. They all together. Y'all can start throwing out them conspiracy theories all over again. Why you got left out the playoff when you're 13-0. Y'all can ignore the fact that y'all barely won games and stuff like that. All that good stuff. But Nick Saban just joined ESPN as an analyst. So he will be able to talk college football, just not be coaching on the sideline no more. So y'all not going to just hate on Kirk Herbstreit. Y'all got Nick Saban to hate on too. I can imagine in Nick Saban old self broadcasting, talking about Florida State, one of their games they being played. And then, referring back to the college football playoffs. That'll be amazing. That'll be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, man. Trying to see. Who y'all got in mind? So Alonzo Highsmith did put out a statement, guys. He did put out a statement. I'd like to say thank you to the University of Miami and all the athletes that made my job so special. I will miss all the players coming by the office every day and just talking about life and football. Change is a part of life, but it's your time now to go be great. 100% football, and he threw it to you. So also, let me go on over to Alonzo Highsmith. Obviously, he tweeted a few times today. Obviously, the last one we seen was the Xavier Restrepo tweet. So who knows? The Xavier Restrepo might end up as a Patriot, because that's where Alonzo Highsmith's going to work. So we'll see. We'll see. What else is going on? Edwin Patter, he tweeted 10 hours ago, never expect loyalty from a person that can't give you honesty. What is the meaning behind this? What is the meaning behind this? Do we got drama going on here? Do we got some drama floating? What is the meaning? So Patter said, never expect loyalty from a person that can't give you honesty. What does that mean? What does that mean? Does anybody let me know what's going on here? All right, so that's something we're just gonna have to watch unfold. There might be some drama going on inside that coaching staff. Might be some drama going on in the coaching staff, man. Y'all, that's tough. That's a good question. I'm not quite sure who they would bring in to replace Alonzo Highsmith. I'm not quite sure if they probably would even fill that position. I think that position was just special for him, but I'm not sure. Because let's just be honest, he came from the NFL, and talent evaluator is something that he did in the NFL. So them bringing him to Miami, they actually made that like a special, position for him. So I'm not quite sure if they would refill that position, or just get away from it. Period. It's kind of like when Ed Reed got hired with Manny Diaz as coach of staff, chief of staff. I'm sorry. What's the? I don't know. I don't think they probably would. If they would replace him, that would be a hell of a hire. They would have to get a hell of a hire, because the kind of resume he brought for that position, it would be tough to replace. Let's be honest. And you said 750K. Is that what they paying Surtain at Florida State? Is that what they paying Surtain at Florida State? If that's the case, we could definitely take him from Florida State, if that's what you're talking about. We could have him in Miami in no time. Oh, since y'all Seminoles like to talk trash, one of y'all players got arrested yesterday. Yes, one of y'all players got arrested for a DUI in Vegas. Um, your former player, I should say that former player, Janaris Robinson, former Florida State Seminole. Mr. Practice Squad is what they call him, because pretty much that's what his whole NFL career has been, on the practice squad. Got arrested for a DUI in Las Vegas. Just some plain out Seminole criminal activity. Shout out to Florida State. They always make the news with some Seminole criminal activities. Yeah, not everybody can just keep they keep their head on straight and just tell jokes on TV like Jameis Winston as of lately. No Seminole criminal activities, man. That's crazy. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, boy, them Seminoles mad, boy. They mad. They don't want Patrick Surtain nowhere near the U right now. They real mad. They big mad. They don't want Patrick Surtain nowhere near the Miami Hurricanes. They would do whatever it takes to keep him away from the Hurricanes. All right, well, you guys could throw some more candidates out there if you want. The link is in the chat, obviously. If you want to join in on the conversation, you can. If not, I'm probably going to end this stream pretty soon. Been almost an hour. We've been on this thing for almost an hour now. So, if you guys want to get in on the conversation, you're more than welcome to. Oh, yeah, they going crazy on Twitter now. They going crazy now. They about to lose their mind. Jamal Adams, for those of you guys that probably joined in late, Jamal Adams is no longer a Miami Hurricane coach. He'll be coaching for the Buffalo Bills. Alonzo Highsmith, he'll be moving on to the Patriots, the New England Patriots. He'll be working in their front office. And you guys could, make out what you want to make of it, but eyeballs, Alonzo Highsmith, tweeted at Xavier Restrepo with 2 eyeballs. So, won't be surprised if you see Xavier Restrepo as a Patriot or get, drafted by the Patriots if he's not already off the board next season before the Patriots get their pick. So definitely something to look out for. And, if that happened, I could come back and say, I told you so. I see you. We said it first. Oh, man. So no more Alonzo Highsmith and no more Jamal Adams. DVD, where you at? Man. Patrick Surtain, come on down. Them Seminoles would lose their mind. I'm kind of afraid to get off live because I guarantee you, as soon as I do, something gonna happen. As soon as I get off this live, something gonna happen. And I just know it. I just know it, man. I just know something gonna happen as soon as I end it live. Nick Saban. Man, I got an interesting stat for you guys too. Most points scored in the Super Bowl. Most points scored in the Super Bowl all time by school. 84 points, the Miami Hurricanes. 82 points, the Florida Gators. 81, Penn State. 66, Cal. 64, Notre Dame. And 64, Oklahoma. They tied it at 5. Number 7, you got Texas Tech. Number 8, Georgia at 61. Memphis at number 9 with 59, and tied at 10, both Nebraska and Sanford at 54. You know who was not on this list? The Florida State Seminoles. They don't put no players in the NFL to score no points. They just go to the NFL, become bench warmers. Every now and then you might get one or two Hall of Famers. We got like 9 or 10 of those. But yeah, Miami Hurricanes players scored points in the Super Bowl, 84, the most out of any college. Thank you. All right, so obviously for 2025, this class coming up, a lot of movement going on. A lot of kids visit. A lot of recruits. They were down here last week for the 7-on-7. A lot of them visited the university and stuff like that. The theme going into 24 is the Hurricanes are coming for you. The Hurricanes are coming for you. That's the theme. They just put it out like maybe 2 days ago, but that's the theme for the Miami Hurricanes going into this season. The Hurricanes are coming for you. Florida Gators, count your days because y'all are the first on the hit list. Them little trailers that y'all got up in Gainesville going to be the first one to get hit by this hurricane. And then, we're going to move through this thing. I kind of, and I'm not the only one on this train, I kind of could see Miami competing for the ACC this season. I can see it. Based on the schedule that we have, everything going forward, I could see us, possibly making it to an ACC championship this year. I can see it. But we're going to wait and see. First of all, we're going to wait and see who our DB's coach going to be. We're going to wait and see, what else, other moves that's going to be made in this half. And such and so forth. But anyways, guys, appreciate y'all for, joining in. T2Y, what's your expectations for this offseason with Cam Ward? I want my Buckeyes to get him, but it wasn't in the cards. Cam Ward, I think he's going to do phenomenal this year. Obviously, Xavier Restrepo is I want to say he's not the fastest guy, but he's probably one of the most reliable guy in the league. So I definitely say he'll have him to pass the ball to. He definitely will make them tough catches, and I don't think too much of his catches will be too tough to handle, whatever. And if he has his head on his shoulder and just goes into this season grind and put all the negative stuff to the side, I think Georgia have a great year too. And obviously the guy that everybody is, putting the weight on his shoulder to, replace Cody Young is Harton. So obviously if those three guys can mesh, not to mention, Ray Joseph and some of the younger guys, they're going to get some burn too. We just brought in 3 great receivers out of high school. So obviously, going from high school to college, they're going to have to get developed and everything like that. But I think our offense will be pretty decent. I think our offense is going to improve from last year, definitely. I think, having the proper quarterback, a guy that's mobile and, a lot more accurate with it. Because, Jakari Brown is mobile also, but the accuracy is where the problem is. So I think Cam Ward, he can run the ball. We all know that. But I think he's a lot more accurate with his passes on the run. I think he's a level higher, maybe 2 levels higher than Jakari Brown at the time. So I definitely think this offense will do great with him. I think, long as the receivers get open and don't take, plays off like we saw a lot this year, I think we'll be fine. I think Cam Ward will play out great at Miami. Come down here, polish himself up like Jakari Brown said, and go to the league and got a hefty NIL deal to go along with it. That's what college football is, man, right now. So It's going to be an interesting year. College football, game day. Obviously, week one. Week one. I wanted to be in Gainesville. I wanted to be the Miami versus the Gators, but I don't think either team right now is at the point where they could command that. You know, obviously Florida didn't make a bowl game this year. They're expected to go 2-10 this year. Miami coming in with a lot more upside, expectations of possibly 9 to 10 wins this season. Probably expectations are probably competing for the ACC. So there's a more upside for us. Obviously, we got the better quarterback, the better offensive line, we got a better everything. We're just better than Florida. We're just better than the Gators. I don't think they got that kind of pull right now. I think they're so low down and almost to the ground, almost to the bottom of the barrel that I don't think game day would, feature Miami versus Florida during week 0, by the way, August 31st. That would be interesting because I would get to see Nick Saban in action for the first time at college game day. Like I said earlier, Nick Saban, they reported that he's now joined ESPN as an analyst. So he'll be on game day. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say with the condition that Lee Corso has been in as of lately, I could possibly see his role on game day probably being shifted to a guy like Nick Saban. I mean, Lee Corso is a hard act to follow, but at the same time, so is Nick Saban. And if you're going to bring in somebody to replace a Lee Corso, I think a guy like Nick Saban would fit right in. I don't know how theatrical he can be, though, because we all know over the years how theatrical, Lee Corso was. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting, man. I could tell you now, I could see the first few episodes, all of these guys going to be kissing up to him. Oh, my God, you're the greatest. You're the GOAT, blah, 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 blah. And for the first 2 weeks and so, and then, boom, they'll stop talking about it. Also, Florida State fans, they in panic right now because Adam Fuller might end up at Boston College. Adam Fuller might end up at Boston College. They hoping and praying that Boston College hurry up and hire a coach and don't take Adam Fuller from him, even though they don't really like him. But, as soon as somebody else want him, they want him, that kind of deal. So we'll see. But anyways, man, appreciate y'all for joining. Thank y'all for hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, all that good stuff. And I'll catch y'all. Throughout this week, if any real news pop off, I'll drop videos. And if it's significant to where we could, talk live or whatever, you guys could join in on the conversation and all that good stuff, I'll go live. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all for stopping through.